Today we're tackling a common challenge for busy men. How to eat out without ruining your health goals. Let's delve into some strategies. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Al-Najaar. I'm a medical doctor and I help 30 to 50-year-old busy men lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks guaranteed without eating boring and bland foods and without spending all day in the gym. Let's get into today's topic. Eating out is a reality for many busy men. Business meetings, travel, social events, they often involve restaurant meals. But how do we navigate these situations healthily? If you're a busy man, you can't avoid the meetings, travel, or social events. It's part of your job, and I get that. Luckily, there are good ways to handle this, and I'll tell you how. We'll talk on which macros to prioritize, which foods are better overall in a restaurant setting, and what you can do to prepare yourself before eating out. One of the simplest strategies when dining out is prioritizing protein. And here's why it's so important and how to make protein-focused choices on a menu. Protein will make you feel full for the longest period of time while saving your body from using your muscle mass as an energy source. This means that your body won't break down your muscle mass. It also means that your body will use the ingested protein to build more muscle after you've stimulated it by doing resistance training. Protein will not affect your blood sugar and will not lead to blood sugar spikes, and this will lead to less cravings. Eating more protein forces your body to increase its metabolic rate since your body is using 20 to 30% of the energy to digest the protein-rich foods. This will make it easier to manage satiety and weight. In simple terms, you can say that increasing protein intake will in most instances lead to a leaner body. Carbs aren't necessarily bad, but it's easy to overdo it when eating out. Let's discuss why we should be mindful of our carb intake and tips for making lower carb choices. The main problem with carbs is the blood sugar spike that will happen. When you eat carbs, your body will release insulin so your cells can take advantage of the increased glucose supply and use it as an energy source. Low and moderate carbohydrate consumption is not an issue if you can keep it at that. But in the modern day and age, it's hard to find foods with carbs that won't make you hungrier. Fruits like berries are a good option, but processed foods based on carbs can cause more issues than what they're good for. Especially foods with high carb and high fat content are a bad combination. In the short term, eating too many carbs will lead to more cravings and constant hunger, and in the long term, it can lead to metabolic diseases such as diabetes. And to be honest, the human body doesn't need dietary carbs or sugars. The brain runs on sugar, but the body can create this sugar through something called gluconeogenesis. And it does that from protein and from fat. Carbs can be used as a supplement, and especially for athletes, it makes sense to eat carbs. But for most people, it's not as important to eat as many carbs as is the general recommendation. Processed foods can often sneak into restaurant meals. And here's how to identify them and what healthy alternatives to look for. Processed foods contain a lot of oil and other ingredients that aren't possible to manufacture without a big, complex system. When you look at the ingredients list of something, it shouldn't have too many ingredients, and especially not ingredients that you don't know what are or can't even pronounce. This often means that it has gone through a processing method. Now, almost all food go through processing, even red meat and eggs. But it's the ultra-processed foods that you want to avoid. You should also avoid eating foods with vegetable oils since they will cause inflammation in your body. When you order something from the menu, make sure you get something with single ingredients. But to be honest, it's very hard to not eat something processed when you go out. So just be aware of it. It's the price you pay for eating out. But in professional settings, that price has to be paid. And I get that. Talk to your waiter and figure out which dishes they serve with the least processed foods. Drinks can be a hidden source of empty calories. We'll discuss what to watch out for and healthier drink choices. Now, unless you can get a protein shake without too much sugar, you should always order water to drink. Avoid beverages with sugar and avoid alcohol. These are empty calories that won't do anything but harm you. There's no need to drink your calories, and if you insist on drinking soda, at least get Coke Zero or something with zero sugar. The artificial sweetener will be 0 calories, but be aware that it can make you more hungry and increase cravings. And that way, make you eat more food than you would have. So if you're trying to eat intuitively, drinking beverages with artificial sweeteners can put your intuition off balance. When you opt for water, I always choose sparkling water. It's refreshing and fills you up so you don't eat too much food. Let's put all this into practice. Here's some example meal choices at different types of restaurants, applying the strategies we just discussed. So the general strategy is to increase protein and decrease carbs and fat in a restaurant setting. So how can you do that? Order 2 to 3 times the meat and reduce the carbs by 50%. With burgers, order 3 to 4 patties and only eat half the bun or don't eat the bun at all. The mayo, the ketchup, other dressings, they're usually made based on vegetable oils. So avoid them if you don't want to eat that. Don't order fries, they're fried in vegetable oils, which gives you the bad combo of high carb and high fat content. With pizzas and pastas, the same rule applies. Make sure you get more meat or more fish on the dish and reduce the pasta or the size of the pizza. If you eat sushi, opt for sashimi. You can eat as much raw salmon and raw tuna as you want, and your body will have a natural stop for when you've had enough. All in all, focus on increasing protein and decreasing carb intake. If you're interested in more personal guidance, I offer group and one-on-one coaching programs to help you reach your health and fitness goals. Together, we'll create a tailored exercise and nutrition plan just for you. But the coaching program is not for everyone, since you have to be serious about your health goals and it's expensive. But if you are serious and that is you, I promise that the results are guaranteed and you will change forever. If you want to know more, you can read more in the description below. I've also created a free ebook you can download. You can go to dralnajaar.com/free. And it's the 5 proven steps to improve your health. So that was it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more health and fitness tips for busy men. And remember, it doesn't take too much time to prioritize your health, and it'll be your best investment. See you next time.